Yes, yes, people. This is the Steak. Hit the like and sub. Let's go.
Yes, then back with another video, man. Ooh, international break is upon us. Not that great. We don't really watch international football like that, but we'll see if there's any interesting games happening. Might have a look. But yeah, let's talk about United, man. It looked like Mr. Amarim he survived this weekend. You know, did think Everton would. I mean, sorry, Sunderland would beat us, but you come playing like that, you're not gonna beat us. They were horrible. You know, what I really want to talk about is Amarim's idea. Was this the idea he had of football when he said you will see an idea? I think the closest we saw the idea is was in preseason when we played Bournemouth. We ran them off the pitch. Like we really, really dug in against Bournemouth in that game. We did well. So that was the only time I seen actually watched us, and I think, oh, like this is actually what he wants to do. But is it sustainable? Like, are the players gonna run like that every game? I don't think so. So what do? You adapt. You show different variation of football. You show different systems. You show different formation. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna have players running like that every game. Like it's almost impossible because they're human beings at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So he was his idea long ball, survival football. That wasn't his idea. You know, like we actually have good enough footballers in this team that can actually do like that can actually do help us do something proper when you set them up in the right system or in the right formation or play players in the right positions. We have players that can do that, that can actually help us, but most of those players are being on not most of them, but some of those players are being benched, like the likes of Kobe Mainu, the likes of Joshua Zirkzee. You know what I'm saying? Like those are two players that I actually think putting them in a right system like a 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1 formation could actually get the best out of them. But he's benching them because he doesn't believe that they can do what he wants, which is like the high energy, high intensity type of game. This is actually what Amorim wants to do. That's his idea because I've seen it. I've seen it when we played Bournemouth in preseason. He wants that intensity, that consistent running, but you can't sustain that in the Premier League. Like you will die. It's not gonna work. So that's why you need variations. You need different system and different formations to be able to play different type of football. Not just running da 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 da. You need footballers sometimes. Yeah, the energy and the high intensity is important, but not to a level where you think that it's gonna happen every game. It won't happen every game because not every it won't happen every game every time. So I don't know what he's expecting. So he needs to really, really like find a way after this international break to see what we're gonna do against Liverpool. We're gonna sit back, probably counter attack them. It could work because Liverpool are not actually great at the moment. So we could actually do something against Liverpool. I don't really. I was thinking that they would Liverpool type would never bat us, but I don't. Looking at it now, I don't think Liverpool would do us up like that, man. I really don't think Liverpool would actually like. I mean, you never know, innit? You never know. Like they could give us another 7-0 or like, god, if they beat us 7 again, oh my days, bro. Please no. But anyway, I don't think that will happen. I think we will be able to match them somehow because we have good players, man. We have good enough players to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Amarim's just surviving at the moment, man. He's just surviving. Eventually, we will go on a losing streak again because he's just not able to sustain wins. He can't. And that's not because we don't have good players. That's because he's choosing to be stubborn in terms of the players that he play and the way he wants to play. That's the only reason that he can't sustain these wins. Because against certain teams, you change it up. You bring out. You start as Zexi. You start Amenu. You know what I'm saying? You play something different. You know what I'm saying? Just do something different. Not just this high energy, high run. Yeah, the high energy is important for the pressing and stuff. But do we ever sustain that? Do we ever sustain that? No, we don't. So what do? You look for something else that works. You have footballers there. Use them. Use them to your best of your ability, to the best of their ability, and play them in their right positions. This is what you need to do. But Amarim's just there, like, just doing whatever he, like, whatever. I don't know, man. It's just moving mad. You know what I'm saying? So he's just, at the moment, he's just like, ticking, really, like, because, okay, let's say we play Liverpool and we draw against Liverpool or something. I don't even know who we have next after Liverpool, but whoever it is, like, I don't know, we just have to keep sustaining wins then. Like, we just have to keep winning. If we go and draw against Liverpool, then after Liverpool, the game next, he has to win that game against whoever it is, and then win the next one as well. Can he do that though? Can he really do that? Yeah, I think we got Spurs. I think it's Spurs or something. I don't know. But can he sustain wins? Can he keep winning? Can Amarim keep us winning games? I really think we need a different manager. I really think we need a different manager. Somebody that actually is able to adapt. Somebody that's not stubborn in relying on one way of playing. Saying someone doesn't rely on one way of playing and one way of seeing things. There's multiple ways. There's multiple ways to play football. It's actually very simple. It's actually really simple. Like, he's just choosing to make it difficult. Football is actually very simple. Just play the best players on the team and play the players in their best position. Class. But when you have a manager that's so stubborn in terms of the way he just wants to see things, it makes it difficult for us to have any consistency. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not willing to see things in a different way. He just want to see it in his own way. It's not right, you know. So he needs to change that. So when it comes to the hierarchy, like the board, Wilcoxon, Ratcliffe, and Barada and stuff, they really need to be questioning him. They really need to be questioning him like, okay, yeah, the manager should be allowed to manage. He should be allowed to pick the players that he wants. He should be he should be allowed to pick the team that he wants and play the players that he wants. But when there are players there that we know, that we've seen can help us. Yes, we've won this game against Sunderland, yeah, but there are certain games when we play and I'm watching it, I'm like, Zexi could be a big help in this game. If he plays, he could bring something different. Mainu could do something different, but no, they're on the bench. That's the manager's fault. They need to look at those things and question him on that. Why do you not use these players? Why is Zexi not starting when he was one of our best players last season? Why is he not playing? Why Mainu is all of a sudden just seeing the bench, not playing? Yeah, the manager should be allowed to manage to a certain extent though, because when he starts doing nonsense and effery, you need to question him. You need to actually question him and ask him, like, what's going on? Why are these players not playing? Why is Mainu not playing when we know what he can do? Why is Zexi not playing when we've all seen what he can do? He actually was the one that helped you. You Amarim, he helped you a lot last season. You know? Anyway, yeah, let's just talk on Ahmad a little bit as well. This is just drifting the Sunderland game. Talk about Ahmad, like I didn't mention him. He had a good game, man. Ahmad was solid. He was solid. He looked sharp. He looked on it. He looked composed. You know, he was doing his thing. Mbeumo played well. You know, Mbeumo, I feel like is just someone that is just waiting to be playing in the right system, bro. Because I feel like Mbeumo is not giving us what we know Mbeumo can give us. Like, Mbeumo is the closest thing to Mo Salah. And I think he's actually slightly better than Salah. Not in terms of like the numbers that Salah's put up, but when it comes to technical ability, I feel like Mbeumo's got more technical ability than Salah. And we're not using him the right way. He's there crossing. He should be in the box scoring goals. This is what he does. You know, that's why the formation, I don't think we're seeing the best of Mbeumo. You know, that's why this formation thing is killing us, man. It's killing the team. It's actually harming the team. We need to see Mbeumo thriving and pushing. You know? It's actually annoying. Like, he should be scoring goals. Like, technical ability wise, he's better than Salah technically. Salah's a good player. He gets numbers. But Mbeumo, skill wise, touches, you know, he's just got that to a different level to Salah. 100%. 100%. You know? It's crazy. Cunha as well, struggling. Why are these players here all of a sudden struggling that we signed just this season? Why are they struggling? Why are they struggling? It's not making any sense. You know, the setup is not getting the best out of these players. You know, Amarim's a bully. I call him a bully. Because most of the teams that he's beat are all relegated teams that have come up from relegation or teams that are about to get relegated. These are the only teams that Amarim's actually like classing. He's a bully. Yeah, we beat what's it called? We beat Chelsea. That was Chelsea that didn't have their full team. Okay, no excuse anyway. We beat them anyway. That's fine. But most of the teams that we beat are teams that have been that are about to get relegated or have been promoted. He's a bully, bruv. He's just picking on the little ones. You know what I'm saying? Joke thing. Yeah, man. It's mad. It's mad. But yeah, I feel like Wilcox and that they need to really be questioning Amarim, man. They really need to be putting on him and making sure that they get the answers right. Like, make sure you ask him why these players are not playing. You know, when we know what they can do. Because we cannot be losing players like Zaxi and Maino. We can't lose them. We can't lose these players. They're too good for us to be just letting them go because of a manager that is stubborn in one way of playing and sees football one way. You know? We can't lose these players because of that. The manager has to go. Like, he's by far our worst manager ever. So he is the problem. He is the problem, and the way he's setting up is a problem. So he still needs to go regardless. He still needs to go. Because this is just a matter of time before we start performing badly again. I mean, if he turns it around from here, if he comes out, let's say he come back and we beat Liverpool like 3-0, and we go and beat Spurs, and we will go and beat, okay, I'll be like, you know what? Me, I'm not stubborn. I'm not like you, Amarim. I'm not stubborn. If you go and start winning, I'll be like, yo, I'm a hold back fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing the business, and we're winning well as well. Winning well and playing well. If he comes back and does this, I'll be like, you know what, hey, maybe I might have it wrong, you know. I'm not stubborn. Wallahi, I'll be like, you know what? I have to hold this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing his thing. But he has to be sustaining it. But if he comes back and then we're like winning one here, playing badly and losing one here, winning one here, can't be winning one here, doing this and that and then, nah, man. If you're doing that, then I mean, nothing's changed. It's the same thing. It's just, again, matter of time before we start getting hammered again by these little teams. You know? Like, let's say we play Everton. You think Everton's not a pushover either. Like I said Sunderland wasn't a pushover, and they came and did an absolute stinker, and we slapped them deservedly as well. But when you look at teams like Everton, Crystal Palace, Wolves are not that great. They're struggling. Spurs have been smacking us up anyhow lately. Anyhow, Spurs have turned us into Spurs. United is actually Spurs now. It's crazy. Spurs are hammering us like nothing. Beat us in the Europa League final, beat us in the Premier League home and away or something like that. Beat us in the cups. Everything. Spurs are just smoking United, bro. Where now Spurs is Spurs. It's crazy. Mad thing. Never thought this would ever happen, but Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur. It's crazy. It's dark. I'm going to leave it there, man. I'm going to leave it there. Spurs are the ones that have been dealing with us in recent times. Spurs have been dealing with Man United like this. Yeah, man. Peace.